to time, African girl, she got me going.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
How long have you been playing instruments? How many instruments do you play?
I play all of them.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I mean most of them. I play drums, guitar, bass, kidogo pale kwa keyboard. Yeah, all the strings I play. I used to play violin, but I'm not a fan no more. Yeah.
Why not get interested in
It's just I don't know, the way maybe you put your chin over here, it just hangs for a long time. It's tiresome. That's, I don't know, I just don't like the instrument. It's not fun for me. But I love singing so much, yeah, than playing instruments. Because it was before that, then I started learning instruments. I was inspired by a guitar guy called Mike. That's the guy who made me start falling in love with music, instruments, playing and performing. But I was a lover of music and I could sing, so maybe the instrument took me far. And my knowledge grew so deeper, you know.
what educates the style, like the genre of music? Given like the background of the names you mentioned, you could have done any genre of music given that you play.
Yeah.
What educates how it sounds now?
I think that's a good question. I think education came with the moment I started playing so many instruments at once. I could play this, I could play this, I could play this. I started to understand as whole, as music, you tend to, especially when like I was a bass player, I used to understand like music is not so much about showing off, but making the other person sitting there feel how sweet the music can get, and how groovy and how danceable, how sad, how, you know, the emotion actually. I mean, from that, understanding how you can play from that into drumming. Drumming tells you how to be on time, you know, put in the time signature. Don't miss any. If it's 1, 2, 3, 4, don't miss that. Continuous. You can have fun, but remember to keep us on a steady groove. I mean, you see the rules of that, you know. And plus, performing with different artists, you know, inspired me to come up with my own kind of style, kind of fusions from. I take like if I sing in R&B, I tend to like do it on my own style, you know, do it on how I feel as an African musician. Because I feel like I mean, Africa has so much sound, so many sounds in us, that if we tend to like share with other genre, it becomes so explosive, so big, so new, so profound, you know. So it's big, it's more than just learning, performing, also writing my music. I used to write for a long time. I'm a good writer, by the way. I write music so much. That made me become, you know, have so much taste in music, because you also tend not to put your mind to sleep. You tend to make your mind stay awake on current situations, you know. How I write, current situations, and you know, seeing how people move in life, in your circle, and the media, everywhere. I mean, it's a big thing happening around. It's wrong to say you will not get inspired to do something, or you know. That's how I feel.
What inspired the drive to like make an album? Is it like legacy? I don't know. Where did you get the drive from to put together a collection?
I mean, legacy, yeah. But the main reason I did this album is because I never used to like to go out and perform, you know. I used to perform for other artists, you know, like Gilad. I've done with Gilad, doing some recordings with them, some artists. But I was that, I would say, shy to come out from that closet where I was hiding my own content, my own music. So it came a point where I went inside a studio, a friend of mine called Ricky Beats. And then he heard me sing. He's like, dude, dude, why you put yourself somewhere, you know, Kumbe, you're hiding. I'm like, no, I was not hiding. I just didn't get that, you know. I mean, there's a feeling. And it, you know, it made me like feel, oh, okay, I can do something. I can work on my art and craft it so good because I had the time to. So I went home thinking, you know, but I had an idea of making an album for a really long time, from like 2016, because I was so inspired of how people make good music out there, you know, especially live music. I had that in me for a long time, because I was also writing due time, moving along. I was also writing my lyrics and also creating new style of, you know, music. And through that album, when you listen carefully, you understand what I'm saying. Like, in terms of style, I was too specific because I took my time to understand what kind of music is happening right now and what kind of music can come out from, you know, fusing a lot of, you know, genres together. I'm inspired so much by reggae, inspired so much by R&B and soul music. I'm inspired by African music. I'm inspired by Afrobeats, as they say it out there. Yeah, you know. I'm also inspired by how musicians of now put their work. It's not something that it was like in 20 years time ago. People right now are being so creative. Like, it's people are being explosive in so many ways, especially musicians. Yeah, I mean, also that, and leaving a good thing under the earth. You know, when I die, at least I have something I've worked on. And this is the beginning. This is my first album that will make me move to another album. Sure. And yeah, until that time, maybe God takes me. But the main inspiration I feel is passion, and yeah, and being just me, because it's a blessing to be you in this world now. I don't know about you, but for me, yeah. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, it does. You want to cut it for